Four different speakers today. We have someone from WSDOT, someone from Cascade Bicycle Club. We've got people from the city of Seattle, as well as HNTB speaking. There's lots of different aspects to this grand opening. I don't want to take anything from Dave Sowers, who's going to come up and introduce himself, and we'll start. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Welcome, everyone. My name's David Sowers. Last name spelled S-O-W-E-R-S. We're here to talk about and announce the grand opening event. Very excited to be here. This is a historic event that we're going to be celebrating on February 2nd and 3rd. Hopefully everybody from the city comes out and enjoys it. I want to get into a little bit of specifics about the event, but you can go to 99stepforward.com. That's the website, which gives you all of the details and provides more than adequate information. But on Saturday, we're going to have a fun run, and that will give you an opportunity to not only tour the tunnel, but to go up on the viaduct one last time and walk the viaduct. We'll have a bike ride on Sunday, and that will also allow folks to travel both on the tunnel and up on the viaduct for the last time. There's a lot of other events on Saturday. There'll be a ribbon cutting event, elected officials will speak. We have a bunch of STEM activities at the North Portal here where we're located. A lot of interactive experience, and there'll be stuff on as well, interactive programming on the viaduct. So we're encouraging everybody to come out to this event. Obviously it took us a long time to get here. There's a lot of planning, a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to this moment. But I'm really proud to be part of this, and I know the community at large is excited about the opening of the tunnel. A lot of people were involved in making this possibility. And you know, when we think back on the early days of the project and the concept of building a 57.5-foot diameter tunnel boring machine, tunneling underneath Seattle, going underneath historic buildings and the downtown business district, and coming out at the North Portal where we stand today was almost unfathomable. And here we are today celebrating that monumental event. And you can obviously see from behind me the tunnel is really open for business. We still have a little bit of work left to do in the punch list and finishing that up, but we're very excited to have this all come to a close, and that event is going to be the capstone of this. It will be the last chance to walk and ride on the viaduct for folks, so we really encourage folks that are, I know they're a little sentimental about the viaduct, and some of us that are engineers aren't as sentimental, but certainly it'll be a great opportunity for folks that want to walk the viaduct the last time, and there'll be a lot of programming and information and things to learn when you're up on the viaduct during that event. So we're not able to do this type of event because without the support of a lot of sponsors that have made this possible. This is a fairly involved event. There's a lot of safety and security issues. We're expecting tens and tens of thousands of people attending this event, and so I want to thank all of our sponsors. We have a lot of them listed here on the boards that contributed to this and is helping make this event possible. I want to introduce Christine Eggers, who's with HNTB. They were our lead engineering firm that designed the tunnel. They did a lot of the planning and design and logistics for Seattle Tunnel Partners. They're an internationally renowned engineering firm, and they were involved throughout the whole process and through construction. So let me turn it over to Christine, and she's going to talk about the fun run, which is what HNTB is sponsoring.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Christine Eggers. The last name is spelled A-G-E-R-S. I'm really excited to be here this morning representing HNTB, the primary sponsor of the Fun Run. For those of you not familiar with us, HNTB is a national infrastructure solutions firm. We're really proud to have been involved in some of the region's most important engineering projects, including the new State Route 99 tunnel, and will soon start work on the reconstruction of Seattle's waterfront. We've been doing business here in the region since the 1950s, so this is our home, and we're really excited to see this kind of change and great impact on the community. So as the sponsor of the Fun Run, it is an 8K fun run, and it provides the public with the unique opportunity to go through the tunnel, starting right here at the south entrance. The public will also travel through the old Battery Street Tunnel and on the viaduct. So truly a fun and unique opportunity for people. We are expecting a large participation, and there is a discount for the first 5,000 people that register. I believe registration's open now. It's at the 99stepforward.com. And then we invite people to stick around after the fun run to participate in the festival. And I'll turn the time over now to Marshall Foster from the Office of Seattle's Waterfront, and he'll talk more about that.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marshall Foster, and I'm the director of the city's Office of the Waterfront and Civic Projects. And that last name is spelled Foster, F-O-S-T-E-R. So I can't tell you how exciting this is for us to be here standing next to the state of Washington and our other partners with this new tunnel in the background. A lot of things that are exciting about it. The completion of this enables us as a city and as a region to reclaim our downtown waterfront. As I think everyone in Seattle knows, the viaduct has served this region remarkably well, and it has reached the end of its useful life. And with its removal, we have the opportunity as a region to reclaim 20 acres for parks and public spaces and critical infrastructure that serves this city as well as the region as a whole. And it is really this new piece of infrastructure behind us that makes that possible. So we're very appreciative to be part of this group. As has been discussed, February 2nd and 3rd are going to be a very exciting moment for all of us. As part of the overall series of events, the City of Seattle has partnered with everyone else here to do a festival on Saturday afternoon that is called Goodbye Viaduct and Hello to the Waterfront. And that will be from 12:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. What that's really all about is giving everyone in Seattle and the region an opportunity to get up on the viaduct one last time, to experience being on that structure, looking out at the water, seeing the city. We will have a program of Seattle music, art, and various activities on the viaduct for people to enjoy, and a sunset concert will also take place for people to enjoy as we say goodbye to the viaduct. We'll also be talking about the new waterfront and showing people what they will see starting to take shape over the next 4 to 5 years as that new 20 acres of parks is constructed. So it's a very exciting moment, and I'll encourage everyone, please get online. It's important that you RSVP so that we know you're coming and make sure we have room for you to enjoy those events. Without further ado, I want to introduce Brent Tonko from the Cascade Bike Club.
Hello, my name is Brent Tonko. I'm the Senior Director of Marketing and Communications at Cascade Bicycle Club, the largest statewide bicycling nonprofit. My last name spelled T-O-N-G-C-O. Back in April this past year, during our annual Emerald City Ride, we had the opportunity to bike on the viaduct. And you know, our 7,000 riders were ecstatic about it. After the ride, when they finished, they said, I want to do it again. Or some of them even said, all right, can we do the tunnel next? And ask and they will receive. So we're really excited about that, and I know our riders are going to be very excited about that too. So the tunnel ride will be the one and only ride on Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday, so this is a perfect opportunity to bike off those nachos before you eat the nachos. It is the only chance to bike on both the north and southbound of the tunnel and the viaduct. So this will be the one. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So we're really excited about that. The bike ride starts at 8 a.m. and we have a family-friendly portion that begins around 10 a.m. And we'll have a nice, fun finish festival when everyone completes. I think you can figure out details of the route and register on 99stepforward.com or cascade.org tunnel ride. So we're looking forward to a great turnout. We're looking forward to hearing a lot of bells, bike bells dinging in the tunnel. So thank you.
Steve.
What I liked about what everybody said was go to the website, which is 99stepforward.com. I think we have that down. And I think it's really important that people go on that, and also if you're a participant to register, and there are different time slots, and if you're coming from the north or south, it kind of will orient you as to exactly where you want to go. So we've got about 91 days before this event starts, and we are certainly looking at, we're still planning some of the details of the event, so it's important that you continue to go to that website for your latest source of information. I didn't say it at first, but we do have time for questions. Does anybody have any questions for anyone?
Obviously, opening day for the tunnel, this is the celebration. There's no opening day here. What is the plan? And we know there's variability.
You want to?
Can you say the question again, Glenn? I'm a little trouble hearing up here.
Actually, opening day for driving through the tunnel. Not part of this. What are we thinking?
Well, it'll certainly be after the grand opening event. The hope it would be the following week. But there's a number of variables that play into that, including weather. But we have about 3 weeks for the crews to make the connections, remove the detour, and that's why this event is approximately 3 weeks after the main line closes on the 11th of January.
So talk about the weather. It is kind of a rainy month. That could affect concrete pours, stuff like that.
Yeah, paving, any concrete work, asphalt work, that'll be affected by the weather. Our biggest concern would be snow. That would set us back a little bit, but there's some contingency in that schedule to recover from that. Again, the goal would be to open right after the grand opening event. That would be the goal.
If the ramp crews are rain delayed, does this all push out over the week month later?
If the what crews?
If the ramp crews and portals are rain delayed, does this push out to the 9th and 10th?
Well, as I try to answer Glenn's question, there is some contingency or some float in that schedule, the 3-week schedule, to deal with bad weather. My only real concern was if we had an extended period of, like if we had a week of snow or something like that. But a few days here and there, most of the crews have worked in this time of year, and they're going to be prepared for that. So I don't think the weather's going to have a huge impact on us, but we do have a few days of float in there to deal with some bad weather.
How done? I mean, it looks very finished from here. I see there's a little bit of folks driving in and out. What's sort of left to do as a?
There's still mostly just punch list to do. All the commissioning is completed. All the life safety systems have been completed. Ventilation's obviously working very well. I have air blowing up my neck. You can all feel that breeze, so the ventilation system's working. It's really just punch list stuff that needs to be completed. Scarcella, the contractor that's doing the connections, is also hard at work at the south end, getting ready to take the detour out, so that work is still going on.
Why are they charging for the bike ride and fun run rather than absorbing that in the state's own schedule?
Well, so this is a big event. I think I mentioned it earlier. This is a large event. Maybe up to 100,000 people could attend, depending on things. And so there's a lot of security, a lot of logistics that we have to do. We need sponsors to support that type of an event, and registration fees for the bike and the fun run are part of us making our goals to have this type of an event.
Can you break down how much the state's investing, how much sponsors, and how much participants each chip in to make all these events happen?
Well, I can give you that detail kind of offline. I mean, there is a small state contribution, but most of the money is raised through either private donations by the sponsors that we have here, or by the registration fees. That's paying for most of the event.
Is Steve still back there?
I am.
Yep.
You kind of work where you work the 520 celebration. I know. How do you sort of compare the two?
I think we have learned some lessons from the 520 grand opening. That one was a little bit different because it was sort of on a peninsula, if you will, a floating open house. This one will have more access to the different areas that people want to go to. And I think what we've also done with this is we've set up a website where people can go in and actually get tickets for this. It's really important that people go in, register for when they would like to come, and that will give us a chance to be able to sort of triage the people, if you will, and people with tickets will be given priority. So they will be assured of getting in. And so we really want to know, and I think as we get closer, we'll be able to say when times might be a better time for you to come to this event. So
It is Super Bowl weekend.
it is Super Bowl weekend. Most of the events happening will be Saturday morning before the Super Bowl, and the bicycle ride should be over by noon, I would imagine. So it'll give people a chance to go home and watch the game.
And so if people want to, I just didn't say kind of, just want to stick my head in the tunnel and check it out like we are today versus doing the whole walkthrough or something. How, as part of the festival, how doable is it?
Yeah, that's very doable. I think the website will point you to which way you may want to go. So you could just go onto the viaduct if you want to. You could just peek into the tunnel. We've also will have food trucks here and live music, so you may just want to do that, just kind of take a peek into the tunnel. Others may want to go all the way through, and we'll give people the opportunity to do that as well.
Is there any, are there any last mile shuttles or other means for folks who are not
You wanna talk about this?
to get from, say, Chinatown International Station to South Portal or wherever you're starting at?
Yeah, do you want to answer that one?
Well, yeah, I just want to expand on what Steve was saying. And so the opportunity here is that you start and stage at the north portal where we stand today, and folks walk from north to south. There is a shuttle service being provided by King County Metro that will stage at just on the frontage road behind the Pyramid Ale House, and folks can hop on the shuttle and come back to the north end. A lot of the festivities, a lot of the programming, the STEM activities for the kids, the Touch a Truck, the Legos, those types of events, those will all be here at the north end. So there is a shuttle, so you don't have to walk 2 miles. It's, you know, it's 4 miles in total. You can just walk 2 miles to the south portal and then catch a ride north.
How about from transit stations to either portal?
All of King County Metro's bus service and Sound Transit service will remain as it currently is. Yeah, normal schedule. Yes.
So to get here, I mean, I think there's still have a few thousand people that consider that to be too arduous to drop off at.
Well, so
Denny and 7.
so we're setting up. We set up this way so that if you live in, say, West Seattle, you want to come into the south portal down by the stadiums, you can park down there. There's parking garages that we're working with. Leave your car there, hop on a bus, ride through the tunnel, and then start your walk here at the north portal, and then walk south. So you can come in at either portal. If you come in at the north end, you walk. If you come at the south end, you'd hop on a bus to come to this location and start your walk.
Or could they just enter the south and do it the other way?
No, you can't. No, we don't want people walking counterflow to the traffic. The foot traffic is supposed to walk from the north end to the south end.
Dave, can you comment on Mike's story about the settlement issue you've got down, structure that's been up since 2011?
Well, I can't quote the headline quite like Mike did, but yeah. So Seattle, and particularly this Soto area. Pioneer Square is built on hydraulic fill. I mean, it's built on loose, soft ground, and that ground continues to move. A project that we built about 7 years ago has seen some differential settlement between the bridge and the embankment that approaches that bridge. And so we're doing some repairs as part of this work and during these closures to fix that settlement of a couple inches at that south approach. So the bridge doesn't move, but the embankments up to the bridge settle. And there's what's called an approach slab that bridges between the embankment and the bridge, and that is going to be shored up and brought level again so that there's not a dip on the south end. We always plan that there'll be some settlement with time. This just was a little bit more than the bridge approach slab was designed for, so it needs to be replaced.
You've got some more geofoam type abundance here at the portal. Are you tweaking those because of lessons learned from this one?
Well, certainly this is there's not a lot of geofoam left to go. There's some work that Scarcella is doing, and that's the reason that we use geofoam, is to avoid this type of movement that occurs. It's one way to keep the embankments from settling. Any other questions? Do you want
The
to?
100,000, why do you guys, I think didn't 520 get about 30,000? Why do you think it would be
the
3
numbers.
times higher in February?
520 actually got about 50,000 if you look at the bike ride and the run and the open house event that we had there. This will have a little bit more access, and I think it's more of an urban area. So it'll, because of the high access, we're looking at numbers of up to 100,000. So, and I think that'll be total. Some people won't go all the way through the tunnel. Some people will, like I said earlier, just go on various events. I did want to clarify that we will also have STEM activities at the south end as well. So there's really two different places where you can go to for the whole family to sort of enjoy this thing.
Can you describe the STEM activities?
I think we're working on some of the details of that. Like I said, we've got about 3 months before we'll start, but they will be interactive. They'll be STEM, and certainly for the whole entire family. So we're kind of working out some of the details, and we'll know more when we get closer to the event. Like I said earlier, 99 Step Forward is your best source for information, and that will continually evolve on a daily basis. So we'll have more information there.
I'm looking at the sponsors, and all the big dogs are there except 2 and 3. Is there a story? Is there an interesting story behind that?
I don't have that information.
Dave?
No. He said no. Okay, well, thank you for coming, and we are available if you'd like for any one-on-one interviews. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.